Hey guys, welcome to RevTrev Gaming. This is my first in a series of videos I'm planning on doing on Apex Legends. Since it is the first video, I do want to kind of give an idea of what my intentions are. One of my favorite things about Apex Legends is the fact that they've combined this concept of first-person shooters with MOBA, with obviously battle royale style games. And one of the things that is huge and very important in MOBAs is the idea of having multiple characters. So this video series is actually going to be on character concepts, different characters I think that could easily make their way into the game. I'm not a big Titanfall lore person, so some of these may not fit as well as I think they should or they could. But I do want to show what some of my ideas are, because they do. I think these characters with their abilities could just add a new concept to the game or new layers of the game that I think players would really enjoy and would really help with this idea that Apex Legends is slowly dying because of lack of content. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so again, this is character concepts. The first character we're going to look at, and I'm going to do one character per video. So our first character we're going to look at is Rigor Mortis. The theme here is an explosive rig master. The whatever you come across basically be used. She can make it go boom one way or another, and that's kind of the idea of this character, that they're basically rigging everything around the map to explode. The role essentially is most likely damage, but there is some type of like trapper or tactics kind of feeling to it. So I don't know what they would actually label it. I don't know how many labels they're planning on doing. Anything. All right, sorry about that. Had to do a little cut. My dogs decided to go crazy because they heard something outside, and yeah, that didn't stop for 2 or 3 minutes. So no need to have that in the video. All right, like I was saying, the role here, definitely this feeling of damage, but adding a new aspect of getting people to second guess when they do things on the map, because when they go to do it, there's a chance it could blow up and do grenade equivalent damage, which could not just that, but like draw attention to where they are on the map. So both this character and the next character I'm working on actually add this new layer of, should I do this? Should I open this door? Should I even try to go and try to get that item? Because not only could I be seen, but something could basically happen that would get me killed. So that's kind of the aspect I wanted to add into the game right now. Like, you have a little bit of that, because if you see something, you know someone's nearby, you don't know if you want to run and get it. But this is going to heighten the chances of things going wrong when people go to basically equip items or use items. So here is the appearance we're looking at. I actually just started trying some CGI / 3D modeling, and so these characters, I'm actually going to come up with a model for each one. Obviously, they don't have to. Well, it'd be awesome if any of these characters actually got used, but I still wanted, for the sake of my creativity and just because I enjoy doing it, I've developed these characters, and so I'm even going to include an appearance. And so here's what Rigor Mortis is going to kind of look like. This idea of probably being young. Maybe teens. I don't know. I don't know if a teenager needs to be, blowing people up and whatnot, but we'll see. Quirky animations, kind of like skipping along. Very similar to kind of Mirage is kind of goofy, but this is kind of, well, you'll see. Definitely having a steampunk attitude, and definitely some. I didn't put them on her because I'm just not good enough at doing 3D modeling yet. But like having explosives all over her, maybe even almost like a vest with explosives on it, just to kind of have that feel of kind of steampunky / because she's the rig master. She's able to just rig anything up to explode. So personality. So definitely kind of hyper, bubbly, a lot of talking fast. Not the same way that we have with Mirage, but more like more like a Harley Quinn. Easily excitable, just kind of high energy. I guess like you think of like traditional cheerleader or someone in that type of situation where they're like just trying to pump everybody up. She just loves what she does, even though what she does is blowing stuff up. Background story, maybe this idea that she grew up in a military base. One day she got into supply building and accidentally blew something up. She really thought it was amazing, fun, and ever since then she's been addicted to making things go boom and rigging anything to blow. So this is the fun stuff. I kind of rushed through that other stuff because the really enjoyable stuff for me is creating these cool type of abilities that I think would be awesome in the game. So her passive ability. Not only can she rig anything to blow, she rigs herself to blow. So as you just saw the grenades drop, I rigged myself. When Rigor Mortis is knocked, she drops explosives at her feet that do damage to any nearby enemies. They could possibly damage friendly players. I'm not really sure how that would play out because you don't want someone coming over to revive, but maybe that's part of the risk that when she drops them, they don't do damage to her, but they do damage to other people around them. Maybe this could happen when she's not just knocked, but actually is, she's been thirsted, or, even it'd be neat, kind of like from the grave, team got wiped, somebody goes to loot and forgets that they killed a rigor mortis, and now they've blown up themselves. So her short cooldown, rig to blow. Rigor mortis can rig death boxes, supply crates, doors, drop ships, and zip lines to blow when used by an enemy character. So this would be neat. Basically, anything that you press X to open, she can walk up to and use her LB on Xbox One, but her short cooldown, she can use it to basically make the next time that item is used by someone, it explodes. And again, this could be something that friendlies have to deal with or not. It could be that a friendly can safely do it. It could be that when she does rig something to blow, maybe it blinks or has some slight thing that they could check before they do it. So the player, that's coming up on a death box has to think, do I want to try to go ahead and loot it, or should I walk a circle around it to make sure rigor mortis hasn't gotten to it, or just risk it and just go ahead and open it up, and if I blow up, I blow up. And again, that's the whole point of this character, is to get people to question, should I be opening things? Now her ultimate would be a little bit different. Boomstick. Rigor Mortis is equipped with a bazooka that she can periodically use to devastate enemies. Cooldown would be on this would be kind of high, and I think they could easily just tame down the damage. This isn't a one-shot deal like in a lot of games where there's bazookas. Maybe it's does the equivalent of 2 grenades, or maybe just 1 grenade, but she basically pulls out a bazooka and she can shoot it. So that's not too complicated. It's fairly easy, but I think it fits really well with the character. All right, so the idea behind this character, the usage you would see, and the tuning that would have to happen. Definitely an ambush character. She'd set things and then maybe wait. Not a little more active than when you think of Caustic waiting for an enemy to come into a room or something. She actually waits from a distance, or right on the other side of the explosion. So as soon as someone's, they take grenade equal damage, and now she can finish them off. This could be used offensively or defensively. You're running, you quickly equip a door with a bomb. Whoever's chasing you opens it, blows up. Or again, you could be setting kind of ambushes to blow people up. The difference between her and Caustic causes a slow ticking damage. This would be instant damage. It might not be as powerful because Caustics, if they can be slowed in and stopped right there, they're going to take a ton of damage over time. This is just quick, instant, but it's a set amount of damage. So there's no after effect of it. This would definitely enhance supply drop camping, because not only are people waiting for a supply drop to possibly be looted to jump a team, but if you get your rigor mortis out there, she could actually basically equip or rig the supply drop to blow up. And so when a team goes out and tries to open it, they're going to take that instant damage and then are going to be jumped immediately, and it could really increase the risk level of going for the supply drops. And a rigor mortis could easily get jumped going to rig one. So one thing with the tuning with that is you can't have one rigor mortis come up and rig something that's already been rigged. Maybe there's something, she goes up and she tries to do it, and she has an audible cue that says something like, this has already been rigged, and well, don't open it, or find the blinking bomb at the bottom and shoot it, just like you do with caustics, to try to prevent it from stopping you. So there could definitely be that, that's the idea of booby trapping a previous item. I don't think it should be, if it's already been booby trapped once, it can't be booby trapped again. It can't be rigged to blow. So, and again, that idea of it being detectable and destroyable, blinking light or whatever. Most ability would equal standard grenade damage. I don't think it needs to be too overpowered. I don't think you need, you set a trap and it kills them instantly. That'll just become annoying real quick. But to have, I'm not sure what grenade damage is. Is it 50? It might be more than that. It might be like 75 or 100. I don't think it's an instant kill, even with a without a shield. So that's something I might have to look up. But definitely it could be something that is used to start a fight, or just basically put a team behind when they're getting ready to go into a fight. So yeah, that's I mean, across the board, both her boomstick, her bombs that she rigs, and her grenades that she drops when she is knocked could all just do about equal damage. But it definitely, she just adds that extra umph that could push the team ahead or behind. So, and that is pretty much most of the information on Rigor Mortis. We'll just go back through and look at the pictures real quick because I'm proud of these. It took me a long time to do each of these poses. But hey, I think she looks great, and I think it's an awesome character design idea for a character to be added in. So again, that's Rigor Mortis. I'm looking forward to. I've already started working on my next character, and just a little sneak peek of what that's going to be. It's a decoy master that's going to have some abilities to basically put out decoys in a different way that Mirage does, that actually does more of a focus on control. And so, yeah, we'll see how that how that turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in following up on the rest of the series. This is my first series and trying to do something like this, so we'll see how it goes. But regardless, I have a lot of passion for creation, and so these characters I'm just excited to create them, even though they might not ever end up in a game anywhere. I think some of the ideas are really cool, and it's just fun for me to think about. I actually have about 10 characters already in my head that I'm working on. So if you like these, please comment, let me know, and if it's working out, we'll be doing more of these. All right, thanks.